Hey everyone, how's it going? So today I was doing a bit of spring cleaning at my house because here in Australia, in the month of September, it is spring. And while I was doing so, I found this, let's call it a relic from the past, from 1999 to be precise. And just a little bit of quick explanation before I mention this thing. I was talking to another friend about it a couple of years ago, and we're both gamers, and we've got on the topic of old games, mostly from the Nintendo 64 era, considering that's a console he and I grew up with. And I was saying about how there were a lot of these like playing cards and stuff like that you could get back in the day from Super Mario 64. And I tried looking up a bunch of pictures and stuff online to show him, but nothing seemed to appear anywhere. And I was like, no, I'm serious. There was like these cards that you could collect from Super Mario on the 64, and it would always come with like this lollipop. I'm pretty sure it was in the shape of a Game Boy. He's like, I'm pretty sure you're imagining this. And I was starting to question my own sanity. I'm like, were they? Because I could find nothing online, and then I just found them today. And I'll go through this a little bit because even with all the information on here, I still can't find anything about this online, which is really odd, considering I've got like the company name, like the actual proper labels and stuff as to what they decided to call this, and I really don't know why it is that nothing's popping up. So this must be quite a rare thing. So what I'll do first is I'll treat it like it's a showcasing video and show you this particular case on all sides, and I'll try and angle it in such a way where the reflection of the light won't be bouncing off of it. So there's the front, and despite the fact you could only get Super Mario cards to my better knowledge, it's why I'm a little bit confused that they have a picture of Diddy Kong and Donkey Kong as well as Banjo and Kazooie on there. So on all of the sides, basically all it just says is this bubblegum game folder. The other side says the same thing. That side says the same thing, same as this side. Now the back here is where company information is on, and right here is where obviously I know this was something that was released in Australia, although it's interesting that this label right here, which is also on the front, clearly states that it's a international licensed product of Nintendo. And anyway, this apparently was released by a company called Kids Corner, which is spelled as such right here. And also where this little black line is, I don't know if there was another country name on here that was crossed out, but all I know is that right here where I'm rubbing my finger over now, that may sound a little weird, but the fact of the matter is there's a dry adhesive there, and the reason why that's there is because I can still remember, even, what was it now, like 22 years ago, that in this particular section that's where they stuck the lollipop. And I'll open this up now to show you the other stuff inside. And that's what the lollipop looked like. It was in the shape of a Game Boy Pocket. So this, admittedly, I only ever had an original Game Boy back in the day, and I got it a few years after it was officially released, and that's the only type of Game Boy I had, so I didn't have the color of the Pocket or anything else, so I don't know what year this Game Boy Pocket was released. I probably should have looked that up before I did the video, but fuck it, I'm an idiot. So this may have been promotional material for that, and yep, there were apparently 5 flavors. I'll move my finger just from there. But the other thing too is that inside here you got these playing cards, and you didn't get this many in each purchase of these. Shit. From what I can remember, I bought a few of these and I kept one of these cases just to chuck everything in. And this here is what the cards look like. These are basically just simple screenshots from Super Mario 64 on various levels at various different angles and various characters. Some of these aren't screenshots, these were pictures, like so. So like promotional photos and stuff like that. And I don't know how many of these that there were to collect, but on the back here, this is what they all look like. And they were all numbered. Now because it doesn't say something like 4 out of however many there were supposed to be all up, I don't know if there were like meant to be like 80 or 100 of them or whatever, but if I had to take an educated guess, I'd say there was probably 64, because it seems like it's, you know, a number that makes sense. The other reason why I suspect that is because of all the ones that I have in here, there's some pretty high numbers that get up into the 50s, but I've never found one that was higher than 64, so that's why I presume that that's the case. I don't think that there was a game to be played with these. I think that these were just meant to be something that was a collectible item for hardcore fans. And I'll just aim this one very close to the camera again, just for anyone that wants to read that information at the bottom. Sorry, I'll move my thumb. For anyone that wants to read that information right there, because all of them say the exact same thing. Alright, the other thing that I found interesting as well, and right here, the reason why that looks the way it does is because there was some sticky tape over there that today, for the first time ever, I removed because I wanted to see what was in this when I opened it up. So I'm going to try and do this to the camera so you can see how this works, and then just know that my hands are at a bit of an odd angle here. There we go, so I removed that part out, and there you go, that's what was in there. Coming soon. So yeah, these were lollipops that you put around your finger like a ring, and you could suck on them like a pacifier or something, I guess. I don't know. I would have found that a little bit odd and weird, but well, regardless, the product still exists. So that's how that works. And so afterwards you fold that down, and then you can, this section here, put all the cards back in there. So the fact, though, that it says a bubblegum game folder is the thing that's a bit confusing to me, because it seems to implicitly suggest that there was a game to be played. I don't know how you could play a kind of game with these. I mean, there's no instructions or anything about that, and it's just pictures, and on the back it's just, you know, numbers. So I don't know how that works. Also, I don't know if there was actually any bubblegum in this. There was definitely the lollipop, because, you know, that was stuck to the back of it. But like I said, I have no clue if this actually did come with any bubblegum. If it did, maybe it was like some little strips or something like that, and I've forgotten, but I can't ever recall there ever being bubblegum with this. But again, I might be wrong. I just think it's really odd that this came with a lollipop, and yet the thing is labeled bubblegum game folder. So, but anyway, now you all know that this thing exists. I don't even know if this would be worth anything. I'm sure some hardcore collector out there, you know, maybe seeking something like this. It's hard to say, but I don't know. Tell me your thoughts about this. And you know, did you live in Australia when back in 1999 and remember these things coming out, or did this ever get released anywhere else in the world? It's well, yeah, probably the USA as well. It says here product of Australia and USA, but yeah, I know. I'm just really surprised that there's no evidence of this thing that exists on the internet, you know, from what I could find. You know, and even the email that's on here, I don't think would be in service anymore. It would be nice if there was a address for a website, but no such thing is on here. So anywho, I'll hang on to this for now, and you know, if you found this to be an interesting thing, let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section. So until then, thanks for watching, take care, have a good one, go play some games.